Afternoon, everyone. I just got up and I dumbass started the coffee, but it's fine. At least it's hot. And I have it. I don't have to wait for it. I didn't realize I hit the button when I filled it up. Fucking, I slept good, dude. I was out. I was dreaming everything. I was stone cold out. And I look outside and part of the trees fell behind my truck. Which this is what I was explaining to the landowner, and they don't want to pay for it to cut it down. I told them I'm not paying you rent until you get the shit cut. Your trees are rotted, and I hear them cracking. They've fallen on your roof already. They've fallen down. I left a branch here for proof. There's the other one. It just fell. Good thing it didn't fall on my fucking truck. Listen, man, all these houses over here. I watch all these trees fall down on the houses, alright? This tree, when it storms, I'm up every night. They think I'm lying or something, or on some bullshit. This tree above my house, when it starts getting windy, it starts swaying back and forth. It's gonna snap soon, and it's going to fall on this house, and it's going to crush this house. And the room, if you look where the tree is, if it comes this way, there's both the rooms. There's this room and that back room. You're done. I told my dad I didn't even want him in the back room anymore because of it. I told my dad that. And here it is, you know what I'm saying? Look at this pretty sized branch. Pretty good sized branch. You see how it's dead? You see the branch I put the cross on? I put a cross on it for a reason. It's dead. This is why the woodpecker is hitting it, because he can get in it. It's dead wood. It's easy for him to knock out, you know what I'm saying? Inside of the tree is rotted. These trees, they can't handle the pollution. It's too much for them. All these chemicals that these cars, the gasoline, and all these plastics and all these other things that are being burnt, these carcinogens, and fucking there's chemicals that are out there that they're just now finding. They're just now discovering. They never even knew that, that they're, it's fucked up. And look, it's pretty sized branch. I would definitely take out your windshield. Definitely take out a windshield. For sure. And that's exactly what broke my windshield on my other truck. This is why I want out of this place. So, I got woken up to a gentleman over here on Finkel Ave. For the past year that I've been here, year and a half actually, I've been here for over a year and a half. I've been in this house a year and a half now, so I've done half the lease. So, which I didn't pay for the last 2 months. So technically, I really have 3 months if I really want to push it. I really do. I didn't even have to answer the door. I could have sat in the house, waited for that guy. He would have left. It would have prolonged it. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's just a U.S. Marshal. He's got to serve me those papers before they can come in this house. Unless they come in here and wait for me, which they will. But they don't want to spend time and resources. They play the cat and mouse game first. That's how it always goes. Listen, I've been ran up on them boys before. It's my second time. First time I was in a house working for an Arab, right? Putting trash out. I mentioned this before. U.S. Marshal ran up on me, man. Tell me get the fuck on the ground, pistol like this. It was a job off of Craigslist. He's talking about I'm robbing the house for scrap and shit. I'm like, the fuck I am? I was like, this motherfucking Arab told me he paying me $100. Crazy, man. Go find that story. You'll hear about it. But, a couple guys messaged me and a woman. One is, 2 of them are promising. And three are promising. I have 4 situations, alright? One is Southwest Detroit. Guy wants $300 a month. He wanted $600 up front, but I told him I ain't giving you $600 up front. I told him, he's like, what you got? I told him I give you $300. That's it. Space lease is for use rather you're there all day. I told him I'm being up front. So someone just messaged me back. There's 2 places that messaged me back. It's over here on Finkel Ave. Um, the one guy's supposed to be messaging me back all the prices. He's got different price ranges. He has different rooms available. Um, he has he says that he's workable on the prices, so he's gonna let me know. I've already talked to this man in person over the phone. He called me directly. I love people like that. Those are the best people to work with, man. They're upfront, they're straight people, they want to help you. Listen, he has a business over here. He owns a big company, it's like a strip mall in a sense, but little lofts or little tiny apartments to conduct business. That's what they are, little lofts. They're like 100 square foot or 100 square foot. They're perfect for offices. That's what they are. Perfect for doing office work and stuff. That's what he likes. People that like that. It's going to be somewhere around $300 a month. All right, you have to be straight up with him. Like, look, man, I might be crashing in this bitch here and there. You know, like I travel. You know, I do video editing and stuff like that. I'm on the internet. You know what I mean? They have to be okay with that because some of them aren't okay with that. You got to be very, very. They're really weird. Some of them are. Some places you can split internet. Some places you can split internet with the tenants. Because the tenants, I'm not there. I'm only there for 6 months, right? I'm not trying to have a cable line ran and all that. A lot of times, if you're cool, you get cool enough with the neighbor, you just slip the neighbor fucking 40, 50 bucks a month. They make a few bucks. They run a lot. You know what I mean? You run an Ethernet cable from theirs to theirs. You guys, you know, they're not using the internet like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can have internet ran anyways. I just had ran internet here. So I have that one. And then that's the most promising because I heard his voice. I talked to him. You can tell he's workable. He's a good person. You can tell that he'll work with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell him, like, look, you know, this is what I'm doing. And he's gonna work with me. Now, there's a girl over here, a black girl, in Southfield, Michigan, over here at 9 Mile, 8 Mile area. She's got a loft too. She wants $150 a month. It's month-to-month basis. It was a barber shop before. It's a pretty decent square footage. It really is. It looks like you can do some damage there. It's got a bay window. It's upstairs. It looks over the parking lot. You can see all the traffic coming down on 9 Mile. The number I like just because it's on 9 Mile. But that place also, you gotta be careful with these places. I've had problems with these places where they're scams. They want you to hand you money and stuff like that, and then listen, man, the place is about to be condemned and shit, and they get money from you, and fucking you're thinking you're about to get in this place and stuff, and then they never hand you keys or anything. Don't ever do that. Be very careful. They locked themselves out of the house. We hope. That's what we're hoping. You never know, man, I'm telling you. You never know these days. So, it's almost 4. I gotta do my resume today. I'm gonna go through all those things, accounts. This is my last night. I can really do that. I got thrown into all of this. You know, I've been preparing. Always re-prepared. You know, I've been prepared for this. I've been setting all this stuff up. I was hoping to have one more month. I told you I have one more month. I just paid rent. I technically have one more month. I paid into... Listen, man, I didn't pay the last 2 months. So, they got me. They got the papers. They got lucky. It's time for me to go, though. Listen, man, it's June. You know, July. Half the summer's already gone. I got to start moving. You know, the boat, I'm going to be getting hunkered down and putting the boat together this summer, this winter anyways, down south. You know, I wasn't planning on hitting the storms, chasing the storms till next season anyways. Because it is hurricane typhoon season right now. This is when everything's happening. I would like to get down there. You know, there might be here. The thing is I might be going down there, heading right into them. You never know. You know, August is really when they start getting really bad because that's when it's the hottest. Like July, right now, between now and August, this is when they start showing their force, if you can't tell. So I want to move my truck because that branch is going to be, I'm about to move this truck somewhere. I need to talk to Bill. I got to find, not only do I got to get this truck moved down to Bill's house, if Bill will let me keep it there, or if I have to find a place for this truck. I got to get a hold of somebody and say, hey, can you pop this truck there so I get this truck running? I got to find some help. I got to reach out to people. I have a friend in mind that might help me. He's a good friend. What's crazy is when I found out about my daughter, right? I didn't know about her until she was almost 3. Well, it's a small world. It's funny how this happens, right? So, I end up, meeting my daughter's mother, find out I have a daughter and I'm in her life all of a sudden, right? She brings me over her best friend's house. She ends up being together with a good friend of mine, someone I knew from a long time ago, from when I was young, teenager, And when we seen each other, we're like, no fucking way. And they're like, you know each other? We're like, yeah. It's just funny how that works, But I might reach out to him, man. He's the only one that I can think of that might actually have some spare time and actually has enough intelligence. Well, it has more than enough intelligence that isn't fucking, it has an open heart that isn't a douchebag. He's fucking 100% rock solid fucking, like, just straight up real man. A man, manly, father, a husband, a man that works, that drives semis for a living, that feeds people. He knows how to feed, put food on the table and feed families. That's a man. So I'm gonna holler at him, I think, tonight, and just say, hey, bro, like, I'm in a situation. I need some help putting this stupid truck together real quick. Is there any way you can stop by? Tell me where to get these parts, because that's my problem. Is I come up with the money and stuff, but he it's always good to know people. He might know some people that might have some parts laying around, and I'm trying to get everything on the deal. And when you know people, right? When you have people looking out like that for you, they tend to get good deals from their buddies. Listen, I've done this many times. I've had many friends. Bro, I need this part. I can't find it. They'll find it for me. Not only find it, sometimes fucking get me a shitload of extra parts that I didn't even know I needed. It just happens like that. It always happens like that when you do car builds. So that's what I'm gonna get to go doing. Everything's packed up, I gotta message these people. I'll be up on Facebook all day, holler at me, comment. I'm here. I'm going to be out there very soon. As soon as it clears up, it looks like it's clearing up now. So, and it looks like I got to go clean logs up. So, I'll talk to you guys a couple hours. God bless you all.